My, 27/F, STBXH, 37/M, forced me into an open marriage and is now telling everyone I cheated on him. How do I prove my innocence? 2 years ago, my husband asked me if we could open our marriage, married for 3 years, together for 5, when I said I wasn't comfortable with that, he said either we open our marriage or get a divorce. I didn't want a divorce, so I agreed to an open marriage. The next year was awful. He would flaunt all of the girls he was sleeping with in front of me. He would even bring them to our apartment to sleep with him whilst I was home. He even slept with my now ex-best friend, Jane, and tried to have a threesome with us. When I tried to voice my concerns, he dismissed them and said I had my chance to set rules when we first had the discussion. The only rule we had was we had to use protection, and I couldn't complain now. After that first year, I ended up confiding in my friend Anna, 27. Anna and I have been friends since high school, but she never liked my husband, so we drifted after I got married. When I told her what was happening, she insisted I go back to work. My husband made me quit my job when we got married despite the fact I had a higher earning potential than him, and we've struggled with money since. She ended up connecting me with her brother Leo, 30, who is the owner of a company in the field I was planning to pursue my career in. After an informal interview, he offered me a job. My husband wasn't happy and kept insisting I quit. He even offered to close our marriage if I would just quit, but I didn't want to be dependent on him again, so I refused. He even threatened divorce, but by this point I was checked out of the relationship, so I didn't care. About 8 months later, Anna offered to let me move in with her since her roommate was moving out. I took her up on the offer and filed for divorce. Her and Leo helped me move my stuff out when my husband was at work. My husband has now been telling family and friends that I was having an affair with Leo this whole time. I wasn't, but most people believe him. Most of my friends are insisting I go back to my husband and have made comments about how I was trying to social climb by sleeping with Leo. They have been giving me a lot of lectures about how money isn't everything, and sometimes you find a good man who loves you and you shouldn't throw him away just because someone else can offer you more materialistic stuff. Jane in particular is very vocal about what I am. Just for context, she used to like Leo back in high school, but he rejected her multiple times, so I think she's being especially vicious because she thinks something is really going on between us. I don't have any written proof about this whole open marriage fiasco, so I can't show them that. Is there any other way I can convince them I wasn't sleeping around? How can I stop letting the rumors he's spreading affect me? DL, Doctor, my husband forced me into opening our marriage. After he disrespected me so much in a year, finally decided to file for divorce. He's now telling everyone I was cheating on him with my new boss, who is also the brother of one of my friends. Hi guys, please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Soon-to-be ex-husband for anyone who was just as lost with that acronym as I was. Look into what is called a smear campaign. Your ex is a narcissist and this is part of his control and manipulation. Don't engage, and keep your true friends close. They are the ones who matter. I mean, I'm pretty sure the husband's lies will matter too in divorce proceedings, right? She should make sure she has solid footing to say she didn't cheat. Maybe go through all her texts with her husband to see if there's evidence he was the one ducking around. Cheating won't have much to do with divorce unless they have a prenup. Wow, leave your husband and all these terrible unsupportive friends behind. Your husband was so harmful and disrespectful towards you, and clearly none of your friends and family clued in. Time to start fresh with people who understand and believe in you. Life is so much better when you cut out toxic people, and it sounds like you've had a lot of it around you. Good luck. Definitely keep Anna and Leo around, though. They seem like good eggs. Your best revenge is living well. Forget all those friends and your harmful and controlling soon-to-be ex-husband. Having been through a somewhat similar smear campaign in the past, this is hands down the best advice. Your soon-to-be ex-husband and ex-friend are two miserable peas in a pod. The sooner you move forward/on and forget about them, the happier you'll be. My ex-Hubes forced me into an open marriage and didn't tell me about it at all. He then told everyone that I cheated on him after I left him. So, I 100% feel you on this. Here's the pill that's extremely hard to swallow. It doesn't matter. At all. Let them think what they're going to think. At best, you convince someone who already believed you to be a piece of poop that you're not that bad. At worst, you look like a panicked, crazed ex-wife. You don't need it. 1. Why did he feel comfortable going to them, and 2. Why did they believe him without discussing it with you? In my case, anybody who wholesale believed him didn't belong in my life. Prune the branches. You don't need to convince anyone. They need to convince you why they should remain in your life after not recognizing you were being mistreated and then siding with your ex-husband. I am so sorry this happened to you. Stay strong and know that the opinions and beliefs of others have absolutely nothing to do with anything. You can't convince people that are already close-minded. If you already told them your side and they refuse to believe it, then they are the type of people that you need to cut out of your life. There is always potential to form new relationships. You tell them, I have already told you my side of things. If you don't care to believe me, then that's on you and your opinions on the matter. I couldn't care less. I know the truth and that is all that matters. Do not let anyone guilt trip and don't feel pressured to go back to your husband. He is a noodle and you deserve better. Your primary concern is your well-being and independency in the future. Do not let anyone you are in a relationship to force you to do anything that you are not comfortable with. You need to have standards and not put up with crap. Get your priorities right first. Finish the divorce. Cut out all people who don't believe you. Get involved in your work and your life. Make new and better friends. Friends who support you instead of taking sides. Don't even start trying to prove your innocence. It's a trap that will lead you down a rabbit hole. Learn to value yourself. It's all about self-value. Damn. With friends like that you really don't need enemies. Have you told your friends and family your side? I've tried. My family believe me for the most part. Most of my friends don't believe me and think me living with Anna is some sort of confirmation that my ex's story is the truth. I'm so sorry you have to deal with such people in this awful situation. A divorce is never easy and this makes it even harder. But you have been so strong and I'm so glad to hear you work again and became independent. Does your own family believe you? Because to me that's what matters the most. And the friends you share, maybe you could write the ones you really care about your side of the story. Don't think they won't believe you just because they got to talk first. Since they know both of you and from the things you said, it wouldn't be out of character for your husband to cheat, so I don't see much reason why they wouldn't believe your side of the story. Good luck with everything.